We have breaking news. Two police officers and another driver rushed to the hospital after a crash on the 57 freeway in Orange County, but that is not where the story started.
No, we have live team coverage this morning. Assignment manager Mark Liu is diving into the pursuit that kicked off the dangerous chain of events. But first, KCAL News reporter Cara Finstrom is live at UCI Medical Center in Orange, where the officers are being treated right now. And Cara, we did learn new details in a press conference just a short time ago.
We did. LAPD Chief Michael Moore telling us that his two officers were struck by a suspected DUI driver, suffered some serious injuries, but fortunately are expected to be okay. He came out and spoke with us after heading inside to see their loved ones and tells us he was able to see his officers as well.
Both of them have suffered some head injuries, lacerations, contusions, but they're both conscious. I'm grateful for that. In the initial moments of the collision, the driving officer is a more senior officer. He's actually a training officer. Lost consciousness, and we had some significant concerns as officers rallied to get to the location and render him aid. But he was able to restore his consciousness.
The ambulance brought the injured officers here this morning with LAPD escorts. You just heard about the concerns early on there. Cameras captured gurneys going in. The chief says the suspected DUI driver, a 25-year-old woman who was in an Infiniti, also was brought to the hospital with serious injuries herself. He says the two officers were on the 57 freeway near Yorba Linda right around 2 this morning, looking for evidence that might have been thrown out of a car involved in an earlier pursuit, possibly a gun, when he says that woman struck them violently from behind. Now, the chief says the freeway was not closed at the time, and the speeds of the officers and the suspected DUI driver are not yet known. Have separate video we want to show you now of that pursuit, roughly an hour and a half long. It started just after midnight in the city of LA at the intersection of Maple Avenue and Washington Boulevard. It went onto multiple freeways, the 57, the 5, 60, 605, and 105. Officers were pursuing a vehicle that may have been stolen. That car ended up at the Economy Inn Hotel on Atlantic in Linwood, where the suspect from the pursuit was arrested. We're told he was wanted on a felony warrant and that they also took a weapon and narcotics from his car. Now, back here live, it is unclear the charges that the driver who police say rear-ended these officers might face. They're still investigating all of that. For more on what's been unfolding here this morning, let's head over to Mark Liu at the desk.
Yeah, thanks, Cara. So I've been looking into that pursuit. It lasted, as you said, more than an hour and a half, took LAPD officers way outside the city of Los Angeles and ended in a barricade at a motel in Linwood. Take a look. So there's that reportedly stolen white Hyundai as it passed by Valley Boulevard and Fairway Drive in the city of Industry. That's already 25 miles from where the pursuit started, just south of downtown LA around midnight. That pursuit would continue on to the 57 and the 60, take it all the way down to Fullerton before finally coming to an end here in Linwood at this motel on Atlantic Avenue. Now, that's where that adult male driver got out and ran into a room, we believe, on the second floor there. It turned into a short barricade, and you can see the very large amount of LAPD officers who surrounded the building, and they were ultimately able to get that suspect to surrender. He was taken into custody without injuries to him or officers. He's now facing multiple charges, including felony evading and grand theft auto. And of course, police are going to be looking at whatever it was he allegedly tossed out of the vehicle on the 57 that ultimately led to those LAPD officers getting injured on the side of the freeway this morning. That is the very latest here from the desk. I'll send it back to you.
Mark, thank you. We have